Hello, welcome to FitTuck. I'm Dr. Nandita Shah and I'm the founder of Sharan. Sharan believes in a life without medicines and we help people build a culture of health. We help people prevent and reverse diseases like diabetes and hypertension and heart disease and hypothyroid or PCOD or cancers or autoimmune diseases or kidney diseases, any lifestyle disease, and that's because our body always works to heal. Now, in order to help the body heal, we need to put in the right fuel. And one of the things that we always say is not to use oil. And I was asked, why no oil? And I can understand that this is something really hard to imagine because when we start cooking, the very first ingredient we use usually is oil, right? Okay, so why no oil? Now, if you think about it, if you really want to be healthy, you should only put the right fuel in your body. And our body is designed for fuels made by nature or God, just like the bodies of all other animals. And oil was never available till the Industrial Revolution, till we started extracting oil from seeds. Now think about it, oil or fats, they have a lot of calories, 9 calories per gram, compared to other macronutrients like carbohydrates and proteins that only have 4 calories per gram. Now many of us want to lose weight, so why should we put in grams of something which has much more calories than some other things, right? Also, if you think about it, in nature, oil is produced from seeds like peanuts or coconut or sesame seeds or even olives, and all these things are great for us because they contain fat and fiber. In nature, wherever there's a lot of fat, there's a lot of fiber. Think about a tender coconut. A tender coconut has not much fat and so not much fiber. But a mature coconut which has more fat has more fiber. Now that fiber protects us from the excess fat. Like if you eat coconut, you can eat as much as you want because the fiber prevents you from overeating coconut, right? You could only eat half a coconut, maybe. But if you have coconut milk, for example, then you can extract a glass of coconut milk from one whole coconut. Now you've got all the fat of one coconut without the fiber. The fiber actually holds on to the fat and prevents it from going straight into the bloodstream. Now what's wrong with fat going into our bloodstream? Actually, all our arteries are designed to take blood with oxygen to all parts of our body all the time. Our heart beats all the time and blood circulation continues all the time, and every single cell requires oxygen all the time. But if you have this blood flowing through the arteries and then suddenly you add in some fat, the blood thickens, the flow slows down and the oxygen stops reaching the parts. Now whenever we have less oxygen in any part, we have pain. For example, if less oxygen is reaching the heart muscle, we get pain in the heart. That means angina or heart attack. Similarly, if we have less oxygen going to the brain, we might get a headache or migraines. Or if you have less oxygen going to your joints, you get joint pains. So, pain is the way our body tells us that something's wrong and that we need to change it. And we can change it just by changing our diet. Now, doctors often bypass this change and they tell us that you can take a blood thinner. So many people take blood thinners like Ecosprin and Clopidogrel and so on. But that's not good. Why would you take a medicine to thin your blood when you can make sure that your blood is never thick naturally just by not consuming fat, right? Okay, So now we know why we don't want to consume any fat, right? Actually, there's so many other reasons as well. That, we want oxygen to reach every cell, and cells which survive with less oxygen are cancer cells. So if you provide less oxygen to various parts of your body, you are making yourself prone to cancer. You're inviting cancer cells that can easily survive in this medium. Similarly, if you tuck in fat in your muscle cells, then it makes you more prone to diabetes. Most people, when they get diabetes, they go to the doctor, and doctor tells them, don't eat too many carbohydrates and don't eat too much fruit. But even when they follow this diet, they never get better. However, if you follow a strict fat-free diet, automatically blood sugars will come down. Now we have to consider, where is the fat coming from, right? It's not just in oil. It's in oil, ghee, butter, but it's also in all kinds of animal fat, like boiled milk, fat on top, boiled chicken, fat on top, boiled fish, fat on top, boiled meat, fat on top. All these animal products have fat without fiber, and so there's no fiber to protect us. Therefore, the kind of fat we should eat is only good fats, like coconut or avocado or peanuts or sesame. These are good fats which will not cause any problem just because the fiber is there. And many of us want to lose weight, right? And when you eat fat with fiber, you need to eat less, automatically less calories. So you lose weight as well, right? Now, just a word, like, how do you cook without fat, right? And I want to tell you that it's really easy with just a few changes of techniques. For example, if you're making a vegetable, then you can give it the flavor of fat by adding grated coconut or roasted crushed peanuts or roasted crushed sesame. Or you can also make a vegetable dish or a dal. We usually start by tempering or by frying onions, and you can do the very same thing without oil. Yes, I know it's hard to imagine frying onions without oil, isn't it? Right? But how do we fry onions without oil? You just chop the onions, put a little salt on top, they release water, put it in a hot pan, and go on stirring till it turns brown. It's as simple as that. I mean, it's so simple. It's just because we haven't done it that we don't think about it, And the same way with tempering. Like, we usually like to start a dish with a tadka, and you can do the same tadka without any oil. So how to do a tadka without oil, right? You take your vessel, say your steel vessel, and heat it, and then you put in the biggest thing that you want to put in for the tadka. That means if you're using a South Indian recipe, you might want to put chana dal and urad dal first and dry roast them. But if you're using a North Indian or Middle Indian recipe, you might put in the mustard seeds or the jeera and dry roast them. And mustard seeds, mustard even contains oil, mustard oil, right? So mustard seeds will start popping even if you don't use any oil. So when you hear that popping, you turn off the stove, or when you smell the jeera roasted, you turn off the stove and then add all your dry masalas and dry roast them with the stove off so that they don't burn, and there you have your tadka ready. Now you can add in your steamed vegetables and paste and other ingredients to make a fabulous vegetable dish. And I do want to say that we have so many recipes for wonderful oil-free cooking on our website sharan-india.org. We even make samosas and pakoras and all kinds of dishes that we usually see fried without a drop of oil. And we have recipes, and we also have a YouTube channel showing you just how to do it. So why not get healthier now, right? Let's at least minimize our oil or stop using the oil and get rid of all the excess fat just by eliminating animal products from our diet. If it sounds hard to you, let me tell you one thing. I am a doctor and I believe that disease is much harder than any kind of diet regimen when you are in perfect health. Like I get up every morning with lots of energy and I can do so many things and I can always rely on my health. Even in this time when there's COVID-19 everywhere, I know that even if I get it, my body can handle it because I don't have a single disease and I don't take a single medicine. Isn't that wonderful? So everyone can do this and everyone can be totally healthy. Try it. Sharan-India.org. I want to thank FitTak for spreading the message of health.